Ladies and gentlemen of the Rude Nation, what is up? It's the Rude Boys Power Hour Plus, back again.
Woo!
Episode 34!
The boner-inducing episode.
I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom.
And Tom and I, we're brothers.
Yes.
Not biological, that I'm aware of.
Maybe.
Okay.
Who knows?
But we're talking about brothers today, this episode of the Rude Boys Power Hour Plus. Specifically, Super Smash Brothers. Because a little game came out, as of recording, 24 hours ago, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I played,
we played, Tom gets lost in the menus, I get... True story. We'll talk about it later. But everything, all Super Smash Brothers, from the past to the present, we can't really talk about the future because it just happened. You know what I mean? So we can talk a little bit about what we want from it, but we'll get to that, Nation. All right, keep your fucking pants on. Yeah, right, in the year 2020. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about Smash Brothers.
Cool.
But before that, Tommy, who do you got in your mouth? Actually, that sounds a little empty. That cup.
No.
I know. Okay. Who do you got in your mouth?
I got a little McCafe coffee just with milk.
Okay.
Who's in yours?
I got a 7-Eleven coffee with a little bit of Almond Joy creamer, because it's the weekend, you know, treating myself, and a little bit of JMO.
Because it's the weekend.
Because it's the weekend, I'm treating myself.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's the best of both worlds. It keeps me up and makes me sad. So, let's stud it up.
Thud.
Thud.
Thud. Thud.
We gotta do the multiple thuds. That's some good Foley. Alright, cool.
Cool.
I wasn't gonna drink after that thud. Hang tight, Nation. Audio problems. There we go. Uh-oh. We're good.
You weren't going to drink after we thudded.
Usually get a cigarette after we thud.
Don't worry about it.
So, Super Smash Brothers, we're talking about it. But first, Nation, do a little Blitzkrieg, Tommy?
Blitzkrieg! We got in video games news in Blitzkrieg, Skyward Sword remake teased at Zelda concert.
Yes.
Where the fuck did the Zelda concert happen?
This
and
was out
why
in Japan.
weren't we invited?
This was out in Japan. So
wow,
unfortunately,
fuck you.
we had previous engagements. It's the holiday season. So we had some extra.
Bing Crosby is rolling in his grave. I don't even know if he's dead.
His future grave, or present grave, or past grave. So, Skyward Sword remake was announced by the main-time Zelda producer EJ Aonuma.
Okay.
Very tongue-in-cheek, like, hey, I guess we'd like to play this game again, right, everybody? And, riling up the crowd. But, because this isn't really like a PR thing or whatever like that.
Sure.
Nintendo quickly shot it down. However, Nintendo quickly shoots down a lot of things that get said kind of off-topic or anything like that. Like, right before the DS Lite was announced.
Sure.
Shigeru Miyamoto was talking about, like, it'd be nice to have this as a smaller console. Basically kind of, like, stirring up the rumors. Nintendo squashes the rumors and then immediately announces the fucking thing, like, a week later or something like that. So they have a tendency to do that. It does make a lot of sense, especially because, like, we're not getting... we don't really know what sort of Zelda content we're getting coming in the next year. And I think a quick port of Skyward Sword, which is a much maligned Zelda game. I like it. It's got good dungeons, good art style. The motion controls, it's very heavy on, but I think maybe taking another crack at it after a post Breath of the Wild world, I don't know how well it's going to be received.
Sure.
But, hey, whatever, man. Zelda. Zelda.
Hey, at least they're not remaking that dud Ocarina of Time.
God.
You know it was coming.
Just got tommed.
Yeah.
What else we got in the game news, Tommy?
Game Awards Fallout.
Yep. So
Not the game, though.
Right. That's very good. So the Game Awards happened past couple days, as per recording. We're just going to talk about them real quick. God of War won
Again,
Game of
had
the Year.
no clue this was going
Right.
on.
Yep. There you go. Consistent. 2 years running. Tom in the dark.
Hey, always.
So God of War won Game of the Year.
Okay, good.
Which was actually kind of a surprise because I think Red Dead Redemption 2 was picking up all the awards that night or something like that.
Which is odd. That game has been out. It's still a fucking toddler.
They like dick riding big games like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. Shut up.
All right.
Maybe I have the Jameson in here.
Oh, maybe. Perhaps I have the Jameson. So God of War 1, which was great because it was definitely a change of format for the God of War series. It was a breath of fresh air. It was, I think, before Spider-Man came out, the highest selling PS4 game.
Yeah.
So that's something else. Big surprise, Spider-Man didn't pick up any awards.
That's
I think
very surprising.
it must be one of those, like, because it's like licensed thing, so it's a good licensed comic book game from what you've told me.
Yeah, so
and yeah, but hey, good job, God of War. Good job, God of War.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some of the trailers that were released because that's a big part of the Game Awards now. Some things that stuck out: Mortal Kombat 11.
That looks very cool. The music sucked in the trailer,
Right,
though.
yeah, Tom's not a big fan of that stuff. I have to get back into the series because I played Mortal Kombat 9, which is just Mortal Kombat. It came out for PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, MK10 was good.
Right, I gotta get into that.
I mean, you were saying that it's probably going to be on the Switch.
It is going to be on the Switch.
I don't know. I don't see it porting well.
I have faith because for several reasons. One, there is a company out there, or there is technology out there that takes these big-time PS4, Xbox One games and are able to make it onto the Switch.
Sure.
Wolfenstein 2, Doom 2, which is coming out, Doom 1, which came out, obviously after the game was released, but that was also a cross-generation game, whatever, it doesn't matter. But there is technology out there that makes it capable.
Sure.
And it's a 2D fighting game. Like, yes, it's not like a Dragon Ball Fighter Z or anything like that, but it is a Unreal Engine type game. It looks good.
Sure.
You just gotta scale it down. It's a fighting game. You have to have good frame rate. So, I mean, graphic-wise, I don't think people are going to care, especially on a Switch handheld. You know what I mean?
I don't have faith in it because then you look at the WWE games that they've ported onto the Switch.
Yeah,
and that's fair. Garbage.
That was a bad. Well, I mean, they only did that the 1 year, and then they botched it.
No,
they didn't.
No, they didn't put it on to this year?
Not this year.
I thought they did.
No, because they botched it up real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad they botched it up.
Yeah.
Real bad they botched it up.
I don't know.
But there is people out there, because again, the Switch is such a popular console, and I mean, there were a lot of trailers for the Switch, too.
Sure.
It was a very popular console, so they do see a market for this stuff, and the fact that it can kind of hang with the big boys, hell yeah, you know what I mean?
Little DMX has ADD.
He's fucking all over the place today.
He has ADD, man.
He's got DADD. Dog attention deficit disorder.
Fuck yeah.
Anything else? It's a game trailer wise. Psychonauts 2. I know that was in development, like a crowdfunding situation. Have you ever played Psychonauts?
Nope.
Psychonauts is a really good 3D platformer. It came out for PS2 and I think Xbox.
Okay.
The last level is one of those notoriously difficult levels, like, old school platforming kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like, it's just really tricky. That's as far as I got. Really good story, really good art direction. The whole concept is that you are you're a summer camp kid. What the fuck am I trying to say? Camp goer? A kid who goes to camp.
I'm already taken out of this game.
A kid who goes to camp who has psychic powers, and they're able to kind of delve into people's minds, and it's fun to kind of see, like, ooh, what's going on in this person's mind. Like, there's a one level which is a milkman. So his and he's big on conspiracy theories, okay? So you go into his mind, and it's like a very typical neighborhood-looking thing, but the neighborhood sprawls on forever, okay? And everyone in the all like the NPCs in that level,
Sure.
they're all like FBI agents, but they have masks on. So it kind of delves into what, like, okay, his role as a milkman, he goes to neighborhoods, drops off milk, but he's also very paranoid, and everyone's trying to get him and stuff like that. Like, it's really neat to see stuff like that. You're fucking checked out already.
So you're breaking rule 1 of being a telepath and invading other people's minds without permission.
No, they have permission.
So
they give consent.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure. That sounds like a whole lot of horse hockey to me.
Horse hockey.
Yeah. Fuck that kid and his psychic powers. Go to the Xavier Institute.
Oh, God. Any other...
Devil May Cry 5?
Devil May Cry 5, yep. All right,
Which
so
was,
Tommy was a big fan of music in that one.
Pretty fantastic. Well, just the Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry music.
I mean, I love Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, the first one is... I'm going to say Devil May Cry a lot.
That's fine. Keep
it's
saying
great. Number 2 is... Oof.
Number two is tough.
Rough.
Number 2 is tough.
3 was good. I think I only played a little bit of 4. I think I had your copy for like 9 years.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, and like,
whoa,
and like never touched it.
Right,
because I'm a bad person.
Well, speaking of never touch, you never touched DMC.
No, I didn't.
Even though I've heard good things, because the company behind that There's good people.
Yeah, I mean, I played Devil May Cry 4 as much as you've played Spider-Man.
That cuts me deep. All right.
Yeah.
But Devil May Cry 5, we're back to the old white-haired Dante.
A lot of white hair in that.
A lot of white hair, yeah. You got Dante in the mix, Nero from Devil May Cry 4 in the mix, and some other fucking Moby bastard.
Kane McCanerson.
Yeah. Canester. The Caner.
Yeah.
The Canerang.
The Canering.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Classic Devil May Cry nonsense craziness. A lot of destructible environments, which looks neat.
Sure.
Hopefully that's not just like a, scripted event. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully, walls come down all around you, It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Looks pretty.
Hopefully. I'm hoping.
Mean, yeah, we saw it with our eyes. Well,
no, I mean,
and there is a demo out, Nation, on the Xbox One.
I mean, we saw the trailer. We don't know how. I mean, I'm gonna probably download the demo.
Right.
See how it is by next episode.
Sure. Nice. You get back to us. Okay.
Cool. I may. And then another little trailer dropped. Something that Chris and I have been waiting for, I would probably say, our whole friendship for.
Yeah, I'd say so.
A little game called Ultimate Alliance 3.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. Yes. The Black Order. The trailer of this is absolutely nuts. It's just a weird reality to live in right now.
It really is. Exists. And the butthurt that is happening because it's only on the Switch, which I love.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. So the Ultimate Alliance series stems from the Xbox Legends and X-Men Legends series games. Dungeon crawler, Diablo style.
Yes. Yep.
Pick 4 characters, fucking fight a bunch of monsters or whatever. But obviously these are all set in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So in the first Xbox, oh my god, X-Men Legends games.
You want me to take it over?
Go ahead, Tommy. This is your fucking forte, buddy.
The first
Go ahead.
No, fuck you. You took
all right, Xbox.
Yes.
Your turn. Go.
X-Men Legends.
Perfect. Thank you. You're wearing an X-Men shirt. I can read the word.
You have no excuse. It was done by Ravenloft.
That's not a word.
No.
I think it's just Raven Software.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Raven Software. And they also, I believe they did X-Men Legends 2, Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
I don't think they did 2, but I think 2 was handled by a different company.
I think you're right, yeah.
But anyway, very good Diablo-style games, dungeon crawler games, whatever you want to call them.
And it's, like, costumes are a go-go, ultimate versions, like, the thing that I really hope is in this, and I'm sure it is, it's like, if you have, like, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and the Hulk.
Right.
And it's like, new Fantastic Four, and like you get bonuses.
That was a big part in all those games, actually. Yeah. Even the X-Men Legends games.
Yes. And like that. In the X-Men Legends game, if you put everyone in X-Men Legends 2, if you put everyone in the Age of Apocalypse outfit, then you get an Age of Apocalypse bonus, which was a pretty heavy-hitting bonus, and
that was like a theme in that.
You were able to take motherfuckers out.
Right. So I mean, it's Marvel all over the place too. Like the trailer starts off, it really focuses on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. So like you're thinking, and you're like, okay, Nintendo Switch, it's a Marvel game, it's Guardians of the Galaxy game. Like, okay, cute. Like this could be neat. And then like Iron Man shows up, and Cap, and Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and it's just like it just gets better and better and better.
And fuck you for putting those goddamn outside web shooters. That's all I gotta say. I hate them.
I don't know what to tell you, Tom.
Whatever.
All right.
It's just if that's gonna be my only gripe, whatever.
Yeah, so super hype. It's done by Team Ninja also, which is different. And Nintendo's publishing it.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're seeing the writing on the wall with all the Marvel hype going on.
Oh
and hell yeah! I assumed also there was going to be an Avengers Project trailer, which was this fucking It was announced 5 years ago or something like that, and I assumed that was going to be the Xbox One, PS4 game, and then this was going to be something was coming to Switch, and lo and behold, this is what's coming to Switch. I'm sold
for this.
Yeah,
like I
2019, baby, we'll see you.
Yeah, I will be buying that day of.
Hell yeah.
Nothing. That's it in games.
Okay.
Nothing in comics.
All right.
As per usual, sadly. Movies.
Movie talk.
Movies. Sequel to an all-female Into the Spider-Verse follow-up plan.
Yep. So there's a lot of good buzz off of Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That comes out next week, or this week, as per release.
Ooh.
And your boys are going to talk about it next episode. Ooh, spoiler. So, there's a lot of good buzz. There's already a sequel in development, and also an all-female Spider-Verse spin-off or follow-up or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, hell yeah, man. Sony, this is what's good. Actually, Sony, congrats also for making a lot of money on Venom.
Yeah. Seriously.
You know what?
Like,
a lot of dumb people out there, I'm assuming, watching it thinking it's like the next big Marvel movie.
yeah.
So you got them all fooled. And it's one of those things that it just kind of sits on me. Not that Venom is on the news, but whatever. But it just sits on me, and I'm like, that was all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like, that was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Will I pick it up day of? No.
Will I pick it up if I find it in a $5 bin? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, no. Like...
But yeah, more Spider-Verse. Hell yeah. This is really what I feel like this is what Sony wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
They want to use these Spider-Man characters to get money, obviously. And and with the animation, the animated route that they're going, they can do anything at this point. That's why you can have fucking Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales and also Spider-Ham show up. You know? And like, yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Why
Perfect.
the fuck not?
Yeah, keep doing this, Sony. Stop everything else. But it's making money, so I can't tell you.
Shang-Chi movie in development for the MCU. Cool. I mean, I know Shang-Chi from teaching Spider-Man, Spider-Fu.
Right.
You know, that's about all I know.
So,
I know he's a Bruce Lee ripoff.
Right.
So
that's interesting. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that we're finally getting some of the Phase 4. Are we in Phase 4? No, we're not in Phase 4, right? Phase 4 is after Avengers 4, right?
Yeah.
Some of the Phase 4 development, like what's going on, basically. Because obviously, with the events of Infinity War, everyone wanted to kind of keep hush on what's going on after, because, they don't want to fucking spoil the sequel.
Sure, yeah.
But even though we know some stuff. So, hearing, like, stuff like Shang-Chi, alright, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe, I mean, with the hype of Black Panther, and then maybe the upcoming Black Widow movie, like, you have, like, your all-black cast and crew, basically, for Black Panther, a female-led Marvel and obviously Captain Marvel, a female-led Marvel movie,
right?
And now an Asian inspired Marvel movie.
Sure,
great, no problem.
Sure.
What
you were like? Because you were like, you went Black Widow and Black Panther, and then you were like an all black cast, and I was like, Black Widow's not black.
Oh no. Black Widow's not black. Yes, despite what some people think, I guess. But Nation, don't you worry. We're going to be talking about Marvel movies in the future.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Big shock.
Yeah.
Huge shock.
On the DCU front, however, there's a Plastic Man movie in development.
And funny enough,
cool.
Yeah, I guess they announced this or something like that, or they talked about this, and Ben Jean-Ralphio Schwartz tweeted that he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get stretching," you know what I mean? So I think he's fan casting himself.
I could see that
Man.
though.
Hell yeah.
I could totally.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Let him be the John Ralphio character.
Absolutely, man. Dude, I would watch that in a
Man.
fucking heartbeat. That's the whole reason why I'm the most sad there's now no new Parks and Rec, because there's no John Ralphio.
Yeah.
Like, I would just watch like a spin-off of him and Tom. Like, just like a web, you just throw like 10 minutes on YouTube. Yeah. I would watch that shit.
And then you can have Aziz Ansari as his sidekick.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I don't know shit about Plastic Man. I'm assuming he's a comical character.
He stretches.
Thank you. From what, like, I've seen, like, from, like, Justice League Unlimited,
sure, yeah.
or Batman Brings
Yeah,
Bold.
I mean,
like,
he
he's
can
a little
be
goofy.
serious, too.
So, hell yeah, man. Ben Schwartz. Fuck yeah. Be Plastic Man. I don't know, I feel like DCU is kind of realizing, finally, where they're going wrong. In the sense that Justice League, meh. Aquaman's getting buzz.
Yeah.
It is the most Marvel-ish movie that they're doing, because it's bombastic and bright-colored and exciting.
A lot of big
and
words.
Not gloomy. You know what I mean? I know, right? Yeah, I read it through the source. And having a plastic and Shazam, actually a picture, a book. But Shazam also is getting good buzz.
Yes.
So hell yeah, man! I think I don't think they're doing it the right way, but whatever.
Yeah, they're doing it their way.
They're doing it their way, And hopefully they can stop, because their way isn't working. So
No.
just do something else, which
Yeah.
could be this. I mean, Birds of Prey, it seems like the casting seems pretty cool. Alright, whatever. I'm hopeful, Tom, alright?
I'm not. I'm sorry.
I've been burned before.
I have. I've been hurt. I've been hurt a lot lately. Oh boy. So it's another early recording, man. Black
Tom's been working his bones off.
fucking A, yeah. Black Panther, first ever comic book movie to be nominated for Best Picture at Golden Globes.
I think that's totally warranted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think because of the, it has certain themes about it that make it a more serious comic book movie. In addition, I mean, it's a great comic book movie.
Yeah.
I would say it's in my top 6.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's great. And it's one of actually I don't buy Blu-rays. I don't buy DVDs at all. I bought that.
Yeah.
Out of all the Marvel movies right now, I can name Infinity War, Spider-Man, Iron Man 1, Captain America, the first Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Black Panther. So that is 7, yes, I understand, but that's up there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you named your whole movie collection.
I have more movies than that.
Shall we name mine? We'll be here all
You
fucking
have
day.
all of them.
Man.
Did you pick up Ant-Man and the Wasp? Alright.
Yeah, and I really forgot how good and lighthearted that movie was until the end.
Until, yeah, you just have to stop it right at the credits.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that was a
seriously.
fun movie. Bye.
Before we talk about the 2 Marvel trailers that
Okay.
came out, I did see something that apparently on New Year's Eve,
Mm-hmm.
if you start Infinity War at 9:48 and 51 seconds, the snap happens right at midnight. I'm like, that's pretty fucking fantastic. So,
That's hilarious.
you know, the friend who's hosted on New Year's Eve the past couple of years, I tell her this, and she's like, I don't want to watch the snap.
I should do that.
Yeah?
I should set it up. I have another television down in the basement. I should just pop it on when that happens and just have that, like...
That would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, exactly. So some trailers came out.
Trailer talk.
Trailer talk. So Captain Marvel trailer came out.
Captain Marvel trailer came out on a Tuesday or
Monday.
some shit.
Yeah, on Monday,
whatever, okay.
following Tuesday. Definitely looks good. Gives me a little more hope.
I was always interested.
I was, but then seeing like that first trailer, I was just kind of like, stop with the resting bitch face. Like,
Don't
like,
be that guy.
No. But then watching this trailer, they show more and more of what like she's.
Well, because there's probably a reaction to that. I mean, she's a serious chick, bro.
Well, that's
You don't see like fucking Chris Evans all smiles in Captain America trailers.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Before cutting me off.
No.
I was retracting my statement until you decided to jump down my
No,
fucking
you should have
throat.
pre-retracted the statement.
You should shut the fuck up and just listen to me while I talk.
Yes, sir.
Right? It looks good. I do like the fact that we get to see the classic Captain Marvel costume with the helmet and the mohawk.
Yep.
I mean, would I like to see Brie Larson in the Warbird outfit? Absolutely.
I don't know what that is. I'm not
Well-
Googling it.
Will I ever get to see Brie Larson in the Warbird outfit? Absolutely not. It'd be interesting if they also delve into her, like... I'd like to see her and Tony at, like, AA meetings later down the road.
Right, she is a drinker. I know that, yes.
Yes. What'd you think of the trailer?
I thought it looked cool. I thought it was still hitting the same marks. I wasn't any more hyped about it. The hype is still the same, I guess. Maybe, simmering a little bit. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? The one thing I'm disliking so much
Her
is...
punching old ladies?
No, I don't care about that. I'm an actual pro elderly punching
Oh, yeah?
platform. Yeah, it's weird. There's dozens of us. My whole thing is that everyone was like, Brie Larson went Super Saiyan in this movie. Is this like the best Dragon Ball Z movie? Like, just shut up.
the
Like,
fuck
first
up.
off, yes. Secondly, just stop. Like, you don't know anything about the story or the character. You know?
Yeah,
That
and
this
it's not
is what this character does.
It's
like,
not going Super Saiyan, you stupid fucking nerds.
She's got blonde hair and
It's
it's
fucking-
shot up in the air.
it's
Whoa.
called
and
her-
The Skrull looks like Piccolo.
It's her fucking going full binary. You fucking nerds. Read a goddamn comic book.
Yeah, you nerds, read a comic book.
fucking Dragon Ball nutsacks. So
that was Captain Marvel.
Another little trailer came out.
Yes.
Back to Captain Marvel. I don't need to see another trailer.
It's gotta be it. Right?
I'm
it's
good.
Coming out in 2 months, 3 months? December? 3 months? All right. Yeah, it's gotta be it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that trailer.
You'll probably get like TV spots. But
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
But
I do. One more thing about it. I'm sorry. I still like the fact that it's in the 90s. I like the fact that you see Nick Fury, both eyes. We didn't see any in this trailer, but Phil Coulson looking younger. I like that shit. I feel like there's an untapped potential of all this pre-Iron Man time period stuff. Like, yeah, they talk about it a little bit. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 had some shit in the 80s, and the first volume, obviously. Captain America First Avenger took place in the fucking World War II era. Like, you have untapped, untold stories that could happen in this time period. What's up, Fantastic Four? Just saying.
The thing that I loved was Fury with the cat.
Yes, because that cat's a monster, right? Isn't like some sort of monster.
I don't know. Honestly, to me, the cat kind of looked like Professor Xavier's cat from the Ultimate Universe.
Right.
Who turned out to be Mystique.
Oh, huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the cat's a monster, some sort of space alien.
Probably a Skrull.
No, I think it's a friendly creature.
So it's not a monster then.
It could be a monster, but a friendly monster. Pokemon are friendly monsters. Pocket monsters.
Pokemon are meals on wheels. Yes.
All right.
I would eat the fuck out of a Pikachu if I could.
Wow.
While using Charizard to heat him up. So another trailer came out.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Called Avengers Endgame.
Right. We got the title.
Yeah.
Even though they said it wasn't.
Yeah.
We got the title, and it's Endgame. What'd you think about this? Because this is definitely a different paced trailer.
I'm good with it. Again, I don't need to see more. I don't want to see any more.
I need to see, I'm going to see it. You already have my money, Marvel, Disney.
You're already pot committed at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it shrouded in mystery. I do like the fact that they didn't show any characters who are victims of the snap.
Well, sure.
Which I really dug, even though we know, Spider-Man, there's another fucking movie, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, blah, 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 yank, yank. I like the whole, Tony Stark sending a message to Pepper.
Right.
I fucking just boner-induced was when you saw Ronan.
That was cool.
And then you see fucking Clint Barton take off the hood and turn around, and I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck happens to his family to oh
yeah, to make him do this
shit. Was he holding his newborn when the snap happened? Does he have the ashes of his family on him like Kratos? That'd be fucking insane.
I don't want to say impressed.
Underwhelmed?
I was
whelmed.
Maybe whelmed about it. It's definitely a different trailer. As opposed to the main 3 Avengers movies that have already come out, all the trailers were here's the Avengers, here's the enemy, let's get ready, hoorah, you know what I mean?
Sure.
That's all the trailers have been. This one is the Avengers are hurting. The human race is hurting. The universe is hurting.
Yeah.
You have no more than 7 people that you know of that can go up against Thanos, when a group of 15 plus couldn't go up against Thanos. And they're in recovery phase, basically. I understand that it's a different trailer. It's almost like it seems like it could be a different movie at this point.
Sure.
But we know it's going to be an Avengers movie.
Sure.
We obviously know Captain Marvel's going to be in it, and we know a lot of these characters are coming back. But they are treating it differently. The trailer was way different. I think the most not humble, but solemn trailer we've seen out of Marvel probably yet.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. It didn't really do it for me.
It got me.
Yeah.
Got me.
Your whole heart's in this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
And then I saw something where it was just it was a picture of Captain America. Last time he opened a picture with Peggy, he sacrificed himself.
He froze himself, right?
And he's like, could this be the end? And it's him opening the locket again. I'm like,
probably.
Motherfucker.
They did say, the Russo brothers did say that it was
someone's dying.
They said, but they did say that it was maybe Chris Evans isn't done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tongue-in-cheek shit like that.
Sure.
Obviously, they can't reveal shit. because of the movie, and they can't reveal anything else because after the movie, Marvel and Disney have to announce what's going on. They don't have to, but that's what they do. They fucking drum up that hype.
You know, at least the Russo brothers aren't like that fucking nutsack who's doing Joker, who's just like, hey, I'm gonna just show you everything.
There you go. Got tommed. Y'all got tommed.
Damn right.
Okay, Blitzkrieg News.
TV.
Where are we at?
Neon Genesis coming to Netflix.
Yep. That was a huge get for Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix in the past couple weeks have been in the business of straightening up its portfolio for better or worse.
Of doing their own version of the Snap.
So Neon Genesis Evangelion, whatever. Very iconic anime.
Yeah, I remember seeing like 2 episodes. It was good.
I think you saw half of the series. It's a very short series from what I understand.
Oh, yeah?
But it's a very iconic
very long.
series. Yeah, well, it's a very iconic series. I was going to say Japanimation. Wow. Anime in general is very... No, it's not. Anime in general is so very, like, this is an analogy for war, and, like, you know, this genetics and shit like that. Obviously because they're, you know, they got the bomb dropped on them, for Christ's sakes.
Just
like, you know, like...
makes shit that we can enjoy.
That's what they did, Tom. But a lot of it is subtext. Like, Gundam is all about the travesties of war, basically. Yes, it's giant robots fighting. I roll. All right, Michael Bay. Take it easy. So, yes, good stuff. What's bad about it, from what I hear, is that they're redubbing it. That doesn't mean anything to me as a person who's a non-viewer, but I'll definitely check it out on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't got time to read. If I'm going to read a fucking book. I'm not going to read my fucking TV screen,
Sure,
okay? Fucking dub, fuck subtitles. There. That's the Rude Boy stance. Fuck subtitles.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that's my stance also.
Exactly.
Oh, even though, funny enough, I watched it, I put subtitles on it too, so I can just make sure I don't miss anything. I did that with Castlevania, because of the accents, bro. The accents were kind of rough.
Okay. Yeah. The accents. Only if you're a spaz. Live action Cowboy Bebop? Coming out?
This was also announced for Netflix too, another, like, out of left field. They weren't doing a live action Avatar or something like that, or an animated Avatar? I don't remember what they're...
Avatar,
Avatar Last Airbender.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, the good one.
Please be, you know...
Right, I forgot that there was a stupid movie that came out with that. Smurfs, yeah, stretched out Smurfs. So that's neat. Another iconic anime, more modern, obviously. When it came out to the States, I think it was Adult Swim or Toonami or some shit like that. It got a good buzz. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I would love to see a live action Big O.
That'd be cool.
Big O would be very cool. They can do it. They got the technology.
Definitely.
Oh, and now
now for better and now worse.
Yeah. Netflix, you fucks. You canceled Daredevil.
There's
and I get it.
Definitely a bigger picture involved.
Because it's gonna go to the Disney streaming.
See, that I don't know, but...
Or maybe fucking he shows up in Avengers Endgame.
Oh, please.
Oh, boy.
He deserves that. Daredevil specifically deserves way more than... I mean, the 2 seasons that I watched were amazing. I haven't seen the 3rd one.
You're the reason it got canceled.
You know what? Oh, my God.
You didn't watch it yet.
Right? I'm half the viewership on this podcast. Oh, my God, you're right. It's my fault, Nation. I'm so sorry. But I feel like a lot of different things were at play. Obviously, Disney is looking to bolster its streaming service, so it doesn't want any of its competitors to have any of its content. That makes sense. And again, I think the Daredevil universe that it developed deserves better.
Absolutely.
If you want to do an all Defenders universe thing on the Disney Plus, or whatever the hell it's called, by all means. I feel like, for better or worse, I've said that already, the casting for the Defenders was spot on.
Absolutely.
I would love to see them anywhere.
Sure.
Anywhere.
I agree. Give us a movie.
I feel like...
You're making a fucking Shang-Chi movie, you could throw these 4 in, too.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I also would like I would also like to mention that I think a lot of the things that were going on behind the scenes dealt with friction between Netflix and Disney.
Okay.
And from what I understand, a lot of it stems from what we were echoing months and years ago, was the episode count. That a lot of these things were just too bloated, that it just didn't catch the attention of the viewership.
Right.
And obviously, a lot of people dropped off between season 2 and 3 of Daredevil. Guilty as charged right here. But Daredevil was still one of the most popular Netflix shows that they had.
I agree.
That's statistics.
It was fantastic.
And
those are numbers. You can't fight numbers.
Yeah, numbers don't lie. And I think a lot of it does deal with that stuff, a lot of back and forth between Netflix and Disney. What are you going to do? I really do hope Charlie Cox comes back as Matt Murdock. He was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Please, Daredevil, come back. Daredevil, come back.
Please. We want to see you, even though you can't see us. Console Wars to get a limited TV adaptation.
So Console Wars is a book, came out, I think, 2-3 years ago, that I read. Whoa! Because it's about video games.
I'm just saying fire and brimstone's falling from the
we're in
earth.
hell right now, nation. It's a book put out by Blake J. Harris, and it is a telling of the console wars that took place in the 90s between Sega and Nintendo. Mm-hmm. Mostly takes place in America. Mostly deals with the Sega side of things, because Nintendo is notoriously secretive, especially with its, like, you know, stories and tellings and this and that. Like, I know,
Nintendo's
right? Yeah.
secretive?
Just quick shout out to the book Game Over. That tells a lot about Nintendo's history. I think the most updated one has a chapter, I think, up to the GameCube, but that's a great book. If you're a Nintendo fan and you haven't read Game Over, what the fuck you're doing with your life? Just read it. It's great. It's a good telling of history and stuff like that. It's good accounts of everything. Console Wars, however, is more of a narrative story. A lot of it is very liberal with how it takes some of the history stuff.
Okay.
Like you can't say, like, what the Sega of America executive was doing when he was like, oh, the 32X is canceled. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
you can't... instead of it being a boring history tale, it has a lot of a narrative-driven element to it.
Sure.
There was talk about a movie. Obviously, that talk then transformed into a limited run television series. It's done by Legendary Pictures. Also, I think Seth Rogen and his fucking producer partner is in the mix too. I'm super hyped for it because and the director of it is the dude who did Kong Skull Island, who's a big fucking video game fan.
Okay.
Jordan Voight Roberts or something like that. He wants to do a Metal Gear movie, please. Yeah, so that's the right person to do something in this context.
Cool.
Yeah, you should read the book. It's a quick read. I have it. One of the 3 books I own.
Yeah.
Well, and the Harry Potter, so 10.
Maybe.
It's really quick read.
Yeah. No, I'm sure. I'm sure it is. I just.
Hence why I read it.
I'm just. I mean, this is. I'm not very big on.
Books.
No,
With
I
no
love
pictures.
books. I'm not very big on nonfiction. I like fiction better.
It's a good blend of both.
Okay.
Because obviously it deals with a time period we both lived,
Sure.
which is also interesting. I don't want to be like, this is like World War II or some shit, but this is something that when it was
Greatest
like, oh my god, I
generation.
remember this happening. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I remember when the PlayStation was announced, and like I remember when Sega went out of the console business. Like I remember all that shit, and I remember the commercials for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So it's really cool having your own personal history put against this real with some flourished details
Sure.
book.
Okay.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
It was my book of the year whenever the hell it came out. Which doesn't really happen. That's probably the last time I gave out that book of the year thing. I retired on top. About a book about kid games. Yes, Tom.
Ice
What's
Cube
great?
and MTV to bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Any thoughts on this, Tom?
That's awesome. I liked Celebrity Deathmatch. I mean, you know, I'm glad MTV's trying to get back into the music. Oh, wait, no, Deathmatch. Celebrity Deathmatch is that. I can't wait till Exhibit and MTV start bringing back Pimp Your Ride. No, I'm cool with it. I always enjoyed it. It was
very
cute.
fun. Like I remember the original run. A lot of Stone Cold. Stone Cold was on there a ton of times.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, Austin.
This is the original like deathmatch sort of stuff. Like
Sure.
you see shit on YouTube where it's like fictional characters and stuff. Obviously these are take real life celebrities and have them fight. If it could stay in the same claymation aspect, I'm sure that's a ton of money. But like that was the charm of that show.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm sure MTV has that with fucking Jersey Shore 90, where they're all on fucking walkers now and some shit, and still trying to
So came out 10 years ago.
and still trying to fucking bang tweens, whatever. Fuck you, Jersey Shore. Wrestling news.
Sure.
NXT UK Takeover Blackpool announced for January. Cool. I still have not watched any NXT UK. I'm a bad fan.
It's cool that you're still a more territorial NXT fan though. You watch the stuff that takes place within the states.
Yeah, I think I'm 2 weeks behind.
All right, but still, you can bang that out in no time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they NXT UK is still kind of still a thing.
Okay.
It's now a more legitimate thing within the WWE network.
Sure.
Because it's going to have its own takeover.
Yep.
Set in Blackpool, home of William Regal.
Very cool.
At least he's billed from it. I don't know.
I'm sure he's from there.
Excuse me.
He doesn't seem like a liar.
You're right. Yeah, he seems like a straight shooting kind of guy. So that's cool. Obviously, we don't know anything about the card. We'll mention more about it when that comes out, Nation, in the next couple weeks and months. Or month, really, because it's in January. I'm curious if it's going to be butted up with the NXT TakeOver Phoenix.
Sure.
And Royal Rumble time period.
Do you remember I was telling you how Pete Dunne and I guess the NXT Women's Champion, Leah Riley or Leah...
Okay.
Like, how Pete, like, it looks like her in drag.
Okay. Huh.
It's fucking uncanny, right?
Yeah, they have a similar facial feature. Yeah, so, obviously, they only have, as of now, the Pete Dunne as the NXT UK champion. And
I think Mustache Mountain is the NXT
is he the WWE...
tags?
Is it just the WWE UK champion?
Some shit like that.
I'm oblivious to the naming of the titles that they have over there.
Yeah,
do they have a tag? I don't know if they have a tag yet.
I think they do.
Well, I'm sorry, Nation. We don't do any research, but this is what you expect from your boys.
Well, it's because I haven't watched it. That's why they...
Okay. That is true. Tom's usually...
That's why they get nothing.
That's why they get nothing.
That...
Tom just have to watch some recap shows or something like that.
Or I'll just watch them on the fucking network for $9.99.
There you go. Plug.
Yeah, WWE, plug us now.
Yeah, please.
Before I plug up...
Plug up? What?
Before I plug Alexa Bliss.
Is that all we got, Nation? Is that all we got, Tommy?
That's all we got.
Nation, that's all we got, buddy. Sorry. All right, Tom, tell the Nation what you have been up to. All right, so I've been up to...
I finished listening to Good Omens, written by Neil Gaiman.
Okay, cool.
What it's about is this angel and this demon who are friends, from way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to stop the apocalypse because they really like their life on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And in the beginning, there's 3 babies.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
One who, and they do the whole switcheroo. Like, I don't know if you ever saw the movie The Omen.
I know of it.
Okay. The basic premise where they, like, switch the babies, like, with the Antichrist and whatever.
I didn't know that.
Similar aspects. And it's just a really good, I'm sorry, it's written by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I'd get my balls cut off if I forgot to mention Terry Pratchett.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Why?
Because people take very big offense.
Very big offense.
Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett were very good friends.
Okay. Were?
Terry Pratchett passed away.
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
Yes. Before you said something snide.
Yeah, maybe.
I read it when I was younger,
mm-hmm.
and I couldn't appreciate it for what it was, because I was a angry little shit, so... I loved it. I think it's, it may be my book of the year.
Whoa.
I don't know. Might be. I gotta go back and look at what I've listened to.
Gotcha.
And have read. I've also... Yeah, man, Switch has me by the balls now. I purchased the yearly subscription.
Oh yeah, the Switch online?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very cool playing like a lot of like classic NES games.
Okay.
You got your Super Mario, your Super Mario 3. I would love to see Castlevania on there, but I guess licensing and whatnot.
I don't know, man.
Konami's weird.
Konami's definitely weird. Like, from a company that I'd say a year, 2 years ago was just like, fuck video games, we're done with that.
Yeah. That
they have one of the biggest third-party representations in Smash Brothers, and then they did the Symphony of the Night, Rondo of Blood release for PS4. Like, they're so weird when it comes to that stuff, and I don't see why not. Letting Metal Gear Solid be on the PlayStation Classic.
Sure.
I don't see why not. And I was actually very surprised with the initial NES, what is it, NES Online or something, with the games that it served.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because it's like, oh wow, they're actually still reaching out to a lot of these.
Sure.
It's not fucking Excitebike and Urban Champion and tennis and pinball.
Well,
they're
those
on
are
there.
on there.
They're on there.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. You know what I mean? It's not Nintendo's go-tos.
I'm honestly waiting for SNES one. Like, I wonder if they'll put an SNES.
I'm more of an SNES guy.
It's very cool though. I dig it.
Nice.
And that's pretty much what I've been up to. Besides,
Really?
Work, dude. I've been.
Yeah, no, you've been working like a mofo.
I've been working 12 days straight. This is my first like full weekend off. Where, fuck it all. I don't gotta do shit.
Right.
So.
Oh, good for you, Tommy. Enjoy it.
Oh, I will. Drinking tonight. What have you been up to?
Well,
let me tell you, brother.
Well, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
There's a little game called Super Smash Brothers.
Oh well, yeah.
Which we'll talk about. But so I've been trying to kind of clear up any of the many video games I've been playing, which isn't much. So I've been hitting Starlink up more because again, it has that Star Fox content that I so crave.
Sure.
And unfortunately, it started clicking about 2 days before Smash Brothers came out. But I'm definitely, my enjoyment level has gone up, and I apologize for selling this game short. I know people on Twitter have been asking me about it. Will, shout out to you, buddy. I know I've been a little down on it. Now that it's clicking and I understand what it is, like it's definitely more routine. The story I couldn't give two shits about, but as far as like I have a good time just kind of going to a new planet, building resources and fighting invaders, and then flying off into space and going against like big old ships and little ships and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's starting to click.
Sure.
Like I fought what's called a dreadnought, which is basically like this big. The way I can.
It's a tank.
Well, in space.
In space.
Exactly. Yeah. The way I could put it, like, okay, think about like a Star Destroyer.
Yes.
In the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
The Star Destroyer shoots down onto the planet the AT-ATs.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have all the other small. You have the probe droid.
Yeah.
You have your stormtroopers and shit like that. That's the food chain of the enemies. Let's say.
Okay.
So if you were to go down onto the planet surface, fight all the foot soldiers, fight all the probe droids, fight all the bases, fight the AT-ATs. That therefore weakens everything that goes up in space.
Okay.
So then you can move your way up. You know what I mean? It is time consuming, yes. But it is kind of rewarding, especially when you get a good routine of how to fight these creatures. And I'm going to say right now, Nation, I have not put a single dime into this game as far as DLC is concerned or buying the little toys to life stuff. I'm not doing that. That's not me. So I'm still dealing with the basic weapons. You have elemental weapons, like you have your fire beam, your ice missiles, and then there's like a Gatling gun. There are other weapons out there that deal different elements, which I have run into situations where it's like I probably should have a different weapon.
Sure.
But the only thing you really have is you have weapons that are strong and weapons that are weak, and then weapons that are neutral. So thankfully, you have fire and ice, so you have one of your main strengths and weaknesses right there, and then your Gatling gun, which is just your all-around weapon. So you're basically with the basic set, especially for Switch, you basically have everything that you could do to get through the game.
Okay.
Could you get through the game easier? Possibly, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So you're going through the planet trying to basically put your alliance foothold? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. You're trying to get control over the planet.
Okay.
Before the Legion, the bad guys, show up. So it is a cool situation of kind of like going back to planets, clearing them out, blow up the Dreadnought, and then moving on to the next one.
Okay.
Okay? And like I said, I'm in it for the Star Fox content. I've been playing as Fox McCloud as much as I could.
Okay, cool.
The only time I've had to switch out of the R-Wing is to switch ships, because the thing with the ships is that they're almost lives. They are. That's your life system right there.
Okay.
So if your ship blows up, you could either respawn someplace, probably where you don't want to be respawned.
Right.
Or pick another ship. Huh. And the base game comes with another ship, especially for Switch. Again, I have to say, because I don't know about the other systems. Systems. Because it comes with an R-Wing, comes with some other bullshit plane, whatever. But I've been playing as Fox McCloud the whole time. The voice acting is great. Any little cutscenes they give you that are specifically Star Fox, hell yeah, I'm all down for that. And I think I'm almost done with the Star Fox content. I might actually be done with the game. I can't see it going much further than where I'm at. But because another game came out, I'm probably not going to get to it. So basically what I'm just saying. Long story short, too late. I am more I am more happy with this game than I was last recording.
Should be short story long.
Well, yeah. But that's it for video game stuff. I was my girlfriend's playing the Spyro Reignited trilogy. She platinumed Spyro 1 and Spyro 3. And some of the missions I had to help out with because I'm more savvy with video games. Man, that's just a weird game, Spyro. Like, it was not a game I was nostalgic.
Yeah, you're a purple dragon flying around.
Right, but I mean, as far as like control-wise, and I think I mentioned this last episode.
I never liked the controls in Spyro.
Yeah, it's just weird, and it takes some getting used to. And some of the fucking like side missions are so fucking broken, like skateboarding and shit like that. Like, it's like,
as the kids would say, it's trash. No,
I feel like anyone would say that. I would say that
it's not full trash. It's a little bit of a garbage
broken.
heap.
It's a little broken, and I'm sure back in the fucking mid-90s it was fine.
Yeah.
But it's just not.
Yeah, no.
It's not great.
No, I agree.
On the Netflix front, I watched with my girlfriend part of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 season.
That's what it is.
Yes, called the Gauntlet.
Okay.
I've watched maybe like 2 things with Mystery Science Theater, and I'm not a fan of that.
Okay.
I'm in it for like the bad movies.
Sure.
So the Gauntlet is presumably supposed to be a binge-worthy season of I think like 5 or 6 movies that are supposedly like the worst of the worst. We watched the first 2. We watched Mac and Me.
Oof.
Yep. Mac and Me. What I know about Mac and Me is that every time Paul Rudd came on to Conan O'Brien, and he had a clip to show, and they would set up the clip, and then they would show the clip, it would be a scene from Mac and Me. Specifically when the wheelchair kid goes down the fucking hill.
Was he in?
And no, he wasn't.
Okay.
That's what's funny about it. And every time Conan falls for it, presumably, again, it's a comedy show, but it's very funny. And there's YouTube compilations of all that shit. But that's just a weird, dumb movie. And again, some of the thing that the Mystery Science Theater people are saying is pretty funny, but a lot of it is also
so
just
you're not a fan of like riff tracks or anything?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never given it a fair shake, but it's one of those things where it's just like, oh, I hate this premise, but I never give it a fair shake.
I think we gotta give it a fair shake.
Sometimes, though, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes they say really funny shit.
Yeah. Like we watched one called Firehead.
Okay.
Oh man. It was just...
It was bad?
It was fucking bonkers. And
okay.
The shit they were coming out with was fantastic.
Really? Yeah, no, again, some of the stuff are gems, or some of the stuff is just like, all right, that was...
And what, this season, Patton Oswalt's in it, Felicia Day...
Yeah. I guess the usual guys? I have no history or anything with that. The other movie we saw was Atlantic Rim, which is I don't remember the name, I think it's called The Asylum.
Okay.
The Asylum is a movie production company that blatantly rips off Hollywood movies.
Okay.
So they came up with the classic example is the movie Transmorphers, which is obviously a Transformers knockoff. So Atlantic Rim is a knockoff of Pacific Rim. Really, like, oh my god, you sat in an office meeting for 2 minutes to come up with
seriously.
That title.
Good job.
It's dumb. Like, it is.
Well,
it is dumb. The CGI is just dumb. It is just a dumb movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just bad all around. It is like a sci-fi. It is a small baby step off of a sci-fi original movie.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's rough.
That's probably what they're shooting for.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sharknado. You did that.
Yeah. Good job.
It's just like a nudge over that. It's bad. I don't remember a lot of it other than it was just bad.
You gotta be really drunk to sit.
You gotta really be drunk. Like, if you wanted to watch Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim Uprising and then that movie just to be like, I hate myself, then there you go.
Okay.
Add that in the suicide note.
Wow.
We also watched another movie.
Okay.
Not part of the... We kind of dropped that because at that point it was just like... It's like the movies were just bad.
It was like
they weren't enjoyably bad. It was just like, man, it was bad.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah, no, I understand. We watched... we watched Krampus because it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
You saw Krampus?
I did.
Krampus was a dumb movie also.
I did not feel bad for anything that happened
absolutely
to
not.
any of them.
Absolutely not. So Krampus is a movie that takes the... there's a lot of Krampus movies out there. You like fucking search that on Amazon Prime or something like that. There's a lot of Krampus movies out there. But this one specifically, Krampus? Krampus. The premise of that is an old German folk tale of basically an evil Santa Claus that takes bad
Yep.
children away, and obviously the good Santa Claus gives presents. So obviously there's a bad Santa Claus. There's for every god there's a devil.
Yeah.
And here you go. So I like the ending. The ending was like interesting, but it was
Sure.
like it was like I just don't care about these people.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
bad.
It's like, you know what?
Is this
I'm
a
glad-
comedy? It's a black comedy, but it's just like
Yeah. I mean,
Adam Scott. I can't stand.
really?
I really can't
Even as
stand
Ben?
that guy. It's especially as well. Yeah, I mean he's likable as Ben because that's a good show. But like the first thing I saw Adam Scott in, I think, was like he was doing vodka commercials,
Okay.
and he was just so like douchey.
See, the first thing I saw him in was fucking, what do you call it? Step Brothers.
I never saw Step Brothers.
I don't know if you would enjoy.
It's-
I want you to enjoy
Right.
it, but you and I, we're gonna watch that
All right,
together.
add it to the list. Literally, the literal list.
Yeah, I mean, when we have more time, when
Yeah,
you know,
the
I don't
holidays
have.
are over
Yeah, when
and
I don't
you're-
have to do shit, and
Yeah, work's not crazy.
that's never gonna be
That's true.
a situation.
But it was good.
Okay.
I put it in the good category because like
Right.
I like the premise was cool.
Yeah,
I
don't
some
think
of the
I'll
stuff was cool.
I don't think I'll go back and watch it.
Definitely 100% not.
Yeah, like I
100%
watched it
not.
last
I saw
year.
It once, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I'm good. Like I saw that movie. The end.
Yep.
And that's the tale of
Yeah,
Krampus.
that's like up there with like, you know, American History X and whatnot. I'm like, I saw it once, I'm good.
right.
I'm not to the level of, you know, brutality, but you
Right.
know
Yeah.
what I mean.
No. Yeah. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was a movie. It was a movie I saw with my eyes, and I understood with my brain.
Okay,
That's about it.
Cool.
I also saw or started really and gave it a fair shake. The show Disenchantment.
I'm sorry.
On Netflix.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't like it.
You watched it?
I did not like it at all.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Did not like
That's
it.
fair. That's fair. It really clicked with me about episode 3.
I thought it was, and then no.
Really?
Because the dude who voices the little demon
You do not like Eric Andre.
takes me out of it. I kind of feel like it's Matt Groening, however
Groening.
the fuck you
Groening.
say his name.
Graining is how you say his name.
Yeah, whatever. Groaning. More like it with this show. It was him being crude just to be crude.
I disagree.
Okay,
Because
cool.
I feel like
You're
he could have
wrong.
been way more crude. But yeah, you're right. There is some because it's on Netflix and it's a premium streaming
Yeah.
service as opposed to just being on Comedy Central or Fox or anything like
Yeah.
that. You are allowed to be a little more liberal, get away
Sure.
with a little more. One of my favorite jokes was that I think like episode 1 or 2 or something like that, they meet a fairy, and a fairy is basically a hooker in this reality, and
Yeah.
a fucking bird. It's like a bird's like the John in this situation. Like it was just very funny seeing like a bird, like a little
All right,
suit.
cool. I'm glad you like
but
it.
I wasn't like that's funny. But it was just very clever, and it was funny that they got not got away with it, but it was just like that's funny in this universe, and that's it. You don't see anything else. You don't see any gross stuff or anything like that. There's
Yeah.
no nudity or anything like that. That's blatant. Anything that you would see like on a Futurama or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
Like I feel like it's just a step above Futurama, not like a light year away from it. Mm-hmm. But in the same vein, it is very funny. A lot of the writing is clever. The voice casting is awesome. It's the usual Simpsons, Futurama fare. And I'm liking it. And
Cool.
again, downloadable on Netflix.
I'm glad.
Tom's not impressed.
I'm glad you're liking it. I didn't.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Matt
And-
Groening should make better shows.
And that now is what I've been up to. Is
There
what we've
you
been up
go.
to.
Yeah. It's not all about you.
It's not all about me.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Super Smash Brothers!
You mean Super Smash Brothers?
That's what I said.
Nah.
I said Super Smash Brothers because, Nation, the topic of the day, of the podcast, of the episode is Super Smash Brothers.
Yes.
We're going to talk all about it, baby. Past,
Yeah.
present, and a little bit of future. Because, again, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate just came out. For the
Yesterday.
Switch. Buy it. Yesterday as per recording.
Yes.
Gotta give that caveat, baby. Gotta give that caveat.
And look, I don't fuck with your time zone.
I am
difference.
beyond time and space. So, let's talk about the series, Tom.
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers. Nintendo 64. 1999?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You,
I was posting this stuff. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, babies. Instagram.com/TessSherms. Twitter is _. Instagram is not.
he likes,
So just TEH
he likes to keep you on your toes.
SHERMS. I do, yes. You want to talk over my fucking handle one more time?
Yep.
Fuck you. Super Smash Brothers came out for the Nintendo 64, 1999. Do you have where did you pick up Super Smash?
Honestly,
Go ahead.
the
be
one
honest.
that we played.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, because I mean, you had more you Sony guy
Yeah.
stuff like that. Okay, so I'll grab the bull by the horns, brother. All right.
Or by the balls.
No, I don't want to. So Super Smash Brothers, N64. Tom just fake filleted a goat or something. A bull?
No, a bowl.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah.
You gotta
Good
fucking
Lord.
cup.
Good Lord.
You gotta cup the fucking balls. Fucking grab the shaft and just start jerking and sucking. Go.
I'll take your word for it. You seem to be a pro in that. And I seem to be a pro in telling you all about Super Smash Brothers. So, came out for the Nintendo 64. Let me tell you a little bit of my memories, Rude Nation. I was in high school, in the library, on the computer, at IGN64.com, reading all about this pre-release stuff. I think it was called Dragon Fighter at the time, because this was something that, like, it was a fever dream by Masahiro Sakurai from HAL Laboratories, HAL Games, whatever you want to say, the creator of Kirby.
Okay.
He wanted a fighting game on the Nintendo 64. He wanted it to be 4 players, he wanted it to be kind of party style, and he was using at the time very generic characters. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this was only going to be planned for a Japanese release, because, the N64 was, a very weird creative time for Nintendo. At one point, though, they were like, let's just use Nintendo characters. Oh, is that going to be okay? Because, you have Mario punching Yoshi. Is that going to be okay? Even though that happened in Mario World, whatever.
Donkey Punch.
So, is this going to be okay? And then they greenlit it, and Super Smash Brothers was announced in Japan, and nothing for the States. And it was for someone who was... Dude, I still am a Nintendo diehard. But I mean, as far as, I was a Nintendo diehard sucker. I would buy fucking everything. Every fucking thing under the goddamn sun that was Nintendo.
Right.
Anything Nintendo touched, I was into it. Even though if it was something that I was never, specifically into. Which I'll get into a little bit. The premise of Super Smash Bros., for anyone who doesn't know, it's a maximum 4, now 8 player fighting game. And instead of a life bar, traditionally instead of a life bar, you just deal damage to the opponents enough to knock them off screen, and then they cannot recover, basically.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
There are items involved that all deal with... originally, they were just kind of standard items, like a ray gun and a lightsaber. A beam sword, sorry. And stuff like that. Paper fan, a bumper... And then they got more into the Nintendo history, which I love. That's kind of the biggest thing about Smash Brothers that I'm super into, is just the fandom and the in-universe bullshit that Super Smash Brothers has. You want to use this weapon from Kid Icarus Uprising? Absolutely. You want to use the screw attack from Metroid? Sure, go ahead. A barrel from Donkey Kong? Hell yeah. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So the N64 one, though, because it was so new and nobody knew if it was coming out to States, I was actually going to look into import that. Okay. I've only imported one game at that time, which was Sin and Punishment, which was a very, I'd say a classic import game for the N64, because the voice acting and subtitles are all in English. Because Japan is just levels ahead of us. They can understand 2 languages off the bat. Good on you. The only thing that was in Japanese were the menus, which I could fumble around. That's no problem. And actually, there were fan translations online that could help you out. But anyway, I was down to download to import this game. But lo and behold, it got announced for the United States, for the Western markets. Came out. Loved the hell out of it, man. I will tell you this, though, that I'm nostalgic, yes, but I don't hold on to the past like that.
Sure.
Super Smash Brothers for the N64 is probably the weakest Smash Brothers game, because it is the earliest. Mm-hmm. And I just move on with the new iteration.
Right.
Obviously, people hang on to Melee, crazy, but I moved on to Brawl, I moved on to 3DS, I moved on for Wii U, and I moved on to Ultimate. So I loved the hell out of this game when it came out. That's all I gotta say about that. You played it. We played it at a bar, I know that. We did. Okay, you don't remember. It was a bar, so what are you going to do?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Moving on to Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. Came out 2001.
Actually, I'm sorry. This is probably the first one I played.
Okay. Melee was all over the place, man, because it was a launch window game for the GameCube.
Yeah.
It was my 4th GameCube game
Right,
after
right.
Luigi's Mansion, Wave Race, and Star Wars. Super Smash Brothers Melee. People still play it to this day.
See, that's why I remember playing at a bar.
I can because Melee is fucking incredible. For the time, again, I will get into that. But Melee was when I picked it up. It was probably a midnight release or something like that. And at that time, GameCube wasn't doing so hot, so it wasn't like a big time release. It was just like, hey, we're going to be open up midnight or something. This might be a big thing because Super Smash Brothers was an important thing. They got it at midnight. I was exhausted. I popped the game in. It was like Donkey Kong versus Yoshi or something like that. I could not think the graphics could get any better. You know what I mean? I was looking at the shit and I was like, oh my God. I was probably delirious, but like, they looked incredible. You know what I mean? Melee obviously introduced more characters, more unlockables, more stages and shit like that. People love the hell out of it because of the GameCube. And the GameCube controller to this day is still one of the more ideal ways to play. I have moved on because of just convenience, but it's still one of the most ideal ways to play. I could not play the Wii U one without the GameCube controller.
Right.
Because for some reason, just my fingers work differently.
Sure.
So that was Melee. You have any thoughts on Melee, Tom? You played it?
I played it. It was fun. Really, yeah. I don't really...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One of my memories, though, is because the GameCube was a portable system, I lived right across the street, and spoiler, I lived right across the street from my high school.
Right.
So on days I knew I had study hall for whatever reason, I would bring the GameCube in. Me,
Nice.
Another student, actually 2 other students, and the teacher, the proctor of the study hall, would play
That's
Smash
awesome.
Brothers.
That's
and
awesome.
yeah, it was great. Thank you, portable system. Thank you, Handle on the GameCube. Were able to make me do that. Wavebird, hell yeah, portable controllers.
Wavebird's probably one of my favorite
Wavebird's the way to
controllers.
go. And then the follow-up for Super Smash Bros. Melee was Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yes.
Came out for the Wii. Mm-hmm. I dug this game when it came out.
Yes, so did I.
Yep. I could not play with the Wii controller or anything like that. So that was when I was like, the GameCube is the way. The GameCube controller is the way to do that, especially because it was backwards compatible for all the controllers and shit like that. So that was how to do it. It definitely is a different feel than Melee. I feel like what happened was there was a reaction to how people were making Melee very competitive and shutting off items and making it Battlefield only and stuff like that. They wanted to make it more fun. So the characters were a little more floaty. It was a little more slower. Characters would trip randomly. And obviously, because the core fan base of Super Smash Brothers was, I'd imagine, a more competitive scene, they disliked this game.
Okay.
I loved it because of the characters. The Subspace Emissary, which was just the dumbest fucking solo mission, but like the cutscenes you would get, just I loved it. Like seeing like Kirby fight with Pikachu, fight with Yoshi, fight with Link, fight with Mario, fight with Pit, fight just like all that, like ready to fight this for the greater good. You know, I love this shit. I would just watch this shit nonstop, and it obviously led to the more cinematic route that the series took. Thank God. During release, though, we had a little thing called the Super Smash Brothers Dojo.
Okay.
And this was something that one member of the Rude Nation brought up, that they would release information on a daily basis. And it could be something as simple as, oh, here's a new stage, or here's a new item, or here's a new character. And specifically, that is how they announced that Sonic was going to be in Super Smash Brothers. So the second of the third-party characters, the first being Snake, which was revealed in the opening not the opening cinematic, but the reveal trailer. Sonic is in this game. This was huge back then because Sega, obviously a third party at that time, but I'm saying once Snake came in, I mean, people were wanting Sonic in Melee.
Yeah.
There was even like a GamePro joke code or something to put in, like around April Fool's Day. Another classic, like, you know, back in the day, sort of rumor mill, pre-internet bullshit, or pre-big internet. And, Sonic in the game. So, absolutely huge. During release, Tom, you tell this story, man. I've been chewing off the nation's ear.
During release, I pre-ordered it, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm going to GameStop to pick it up. You know, do you want to come? And you're like, oh, I didn't pre-release it. I was like, yeah, we'll say that, like, I ordered 2, and they fucked up. Yeah, GameStop was not going for that
Dude, they
shit at
no-sold
all.
us big time. They were just like, oh well.
So like, I grab mine, I go home, I play. You roll into work the next day, and you're holding your Wii and a copy of this game.
I picked up the game at Target that morning.
Like that, and then we when we were supposed to be working and opening the store, we're in the back
Smash Brothers, baby.
with a few of the employees playing Smash Brothers.
Yep. That was also big because the system was so small. We were able to just bring it. I mean, that job. We might have to do an episode just on that job.
Yeah.
But we had in the back a television set up, and we brought the Wii in, and so we were playing Brawl nonstop. I remember actually, I think we were working on a 4th of July weekend or something like that. I brought it out to the info desk, which is like the main center of the store. Plugged the fucking thing into the PA system, and I was just playing Smash Brothers while I was helping people out. Like that was awesome.
By the way, if you play as Kirby, you're a dick.
Yeah, Kirby's OP. Kirby's cheap, but you know, I feel like now it's a little more balanced. But yeah, those were some great memories on Brawl.
Oh my god, so funny.
Moving on from Brawl, we have the dual release of Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U.
Yes,
a couple months in between, but we'll talk about them both pretty much at the same time. 3DS though, man, that one was
fantastic.
That one probably I haven't really put too much time into Ultimate.
Yeah,
but 3DS might be my top.
Yeah, I think I'll agree
and a lot of it deals with the portable nature of the game and the fact that Tom and I were working at the same job, so during lunch we would be firing up the 3DSs, battling it out.
And, like, I mean, it was funny because when that one came out, we go to pick it up at Target, and we're like we go to the manager, go, hey, we gotta help, you know, his parents, move furniture, and we showed up.
Oh,
late.
that's what you're saying. Yeah. We picked this up on work hours. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
that was the alibi. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we showed up at I think 10:30.
Yep. And there's a picture of me online, and I remember we took this, and it was slightly embarrassing. But what are you going to do? I take you can see it on my Instagram Nation or on our Twitter feed. I basically have the game out like I'm shooting up.
Yeah.
With the belt on my wrist and on my arm. It's for 3DS, man. That was great.
It really was.
Yeah.
That might be that's probably one of my tops. Again, haven't put much into Ultimate.
Sure. Yeah. But you know, 3DS was a game changer for us at the time.
I agree.
We had excellent Mii battles.
Oh yeah.
We had I had fun playing that Smash Run minigame thing where you're running around in like the dungeon. Collecting items, and then you fight it out at the end. I liked that stuff.
I liked hitting the punching bag.
Yep.
The fucking whatever.
And this was the birth of one of my custom characters, Diesel Mac.
Fuck Diesel Mac.
Which was Little Mac. We didn't really talk about this, but Little Mac in the game was a hard-hitting guy who had 0 recovery. So what I did was I just leaned into the attack and took everything out of jump, and I was just like, I'm just going to be hitting like a brick shit house, baby. And hence Diesel Mac. I give him like the USA jersey or whatever. I put him on my amiibo, and I'd just be like, let's fucking game on, baby. Any bit of attack plus I could do to him, I fucking put it on there. No defense, no jump, all attack.
Yeah.
Diesel Mac, baby.
Hated Diesel Mac.
Dude.
Knocked me out many a time.
But that was something else. The reveals for these two games, I thought was jaw-dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in the initial release, having Villager and Mega Man unveiled, to even, like, the DLC announcements of, like, Cloud and Bayonetta and Ryu. Yeah. Like, awesome, man. It totally opened up the world of Smash Brothers to more, to more companies.
Mm-hmm.
And more iconic characters.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was amazing. Obviously, more into Ultimate. But we're not there yet. So, the Wii U version, though, it didn't resonate personally with me as much as the 3DS one.
Yeah.
Because I put so much time into the 3DS, and having to then, like, a couple months later, redo everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? All those trophies. If there was more communication between the two systems, where it could be like, oh, hey, your whole trophy hoard or whatever, all your coins you collected, everything you got in there, move it on over to the Wii U
Which
version.
I think did take a lot, like,
It took a lot out of that.
It took the piss out of Smash Brothers.
And I mean,
there.
it was cool that like you have a dual release, but it's like they were two separate games. I mean, they treated them as same because like it's the same characters, it's the same shit basically. You could transfer your Mii and your Amiibo data over, but like I wish you could do more. And that's why I mean the Wii U version looks pretty. Don't get me wrong, but it just didn't. It just didn't hit.
It fell flat.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely pick it up, and I mean, we've done that. Actually, the Wii U version, a guy at my job brought in his Wii U.
Okay.
And we would play during lunchtime, so that was fun. But man, other than that, like it was just another good iteration of the game, which is perfectly fine. But it didn't hit with me personally. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you know, the 3DS took a lot of wind out of its sails for us.
You know, I agree 100%.
Yep. That's it for the past. We'll talk a little bit about Ultimate.
Sure.
Right, because I've been playing it.
We can only talk about a little bit.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we haven't really done too much of it. I'm digging it so far.
Yeah, from what I was playing, I love the fact that it's like it's making you work for characters.
Yes.
Which, like, because I think you start with what, Mario?
You start with the original 8 from the original Smash Brothers game. So, so Mario, Link, Yoshi, Samus, Donkey Kong, Pikachu, Kirby, Fox.
Yes.
I think that's 8. I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure that's it. You start with those at least in the multiplayer mode. In the single player mode, you only start with Kirby, and then you have to end up unlocking characters. It happens pretty quick, so you don't have to be too scared or anything like that.
Okay.
But I like that because that's their way of getting more characters in than not. Like just the other day, I was fighting against a Fire Emblem character, quote unquote, but it was Bayonetta in red hair. You know what I mean? So that's like their analogy of fighting that character. Or you're fighting against Fiora from Xenoblade Chronicles, but it's Lucina, like with a color swap or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's their way of doing that, and like some of the parameters for the battles are based in those characters' story. So like I was fighting the spirit of the Metal Gear geckos from Metal Gear Solid 4, which their analogy was Dark Samus, 2 of them, and they're giants because they're big in Metal Gear Solid, and they don't jump. Or no, I'm sorry, they do jump or something like that. But that's like their way of being like that's like okay, how can we make this character that's definitely not going to be in the game work? They find a character in the game that does work, change its color, do something to it, do something to the level, and then you're almost like it's like you're almost fighting these characters, and then you get those characters. Those are unlocked. That's the new trophy system. Basically, is the spirit system. There's no trophies in this game, which is cool because then it just opens the door for updates and 1,000 more fucking spirits that they can add into it.
Yeah, I mean the last night when I was playing, I'm such a bitch. I play with the fucking items on. I love the items.
That's you know what, that's how the game should be played.
Yeah, I fucking all of a sudden like 5 Pokeballs dropped,
dude,
and I was just like boom, boom, boom,
God,
and I'm just like, yep, they enjoy, and I just sat back. I sat back and I let them completely decimate Donkey Kong.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, I gotta up the difficulty. Like I was doing the
That's something I love though. They increase the item count so you can have more like assist trophies and Pokemon all on the stage at one time. Yeah. Which I mean I always loved, but like now it's just fucking chaos and I love it.
Yeah, I definitely have to hook it up to like the TV and like play on the TV.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've been playing it pretty much in handheld mode just due to convenience.
Same here.
But yeah, no, I'm having a ball with it so far. They did also at the Game Awards announce the first character in the character pack, which is the future downloadable content thing they're doing for characters.
First, like next year.
I think so, something like that. Obviously, also Nation, if you got the game, make sure you register. Get your Piranha Plant code when it comes out. Don't fucking roll your goddamn eyes at me. Get your Piranha Plant code. So the first character was announced at the Game Awards. It's Joker from Persona 5. Yep. Tom, if you saw Tom's face, which you didn't, that's exactly how I feel. I've never played a Persona game. People love it. That's cool.
Good for you.
I like the fact, I like and don't like the fact that they're taking characters that don't have a history on Nintendo consoles. Like, yeah, you kind of like, you kind of were cheeky with putting Snake in because Snake was obviously in the NES game and Twin Snakes and the Game Boy Color game, and now he was in Smash. You know, he was definitely not like a third party iconic character. I mean, same thing with Sonic, sure, but Sonic has a ingrained history with Nintendo.
Sure. Console Wars.
Right, console wars, exactly, yeah. When you throw in Mega Man, perfect. Pac-Man, absolutely. Ryu, sure. Cloud?
I just
You know what I mean?
thought
Like,
of something.
yeah.
So they're taking characters that haven't had anything to do with Nintendo.
Right.
But now Goku has something to do with Nintendo.
Oh, no, stop with that.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though I know Goku's like that one meme character that everyone wants in the game.
Tell me you wouldn't shit yourself if you saw Goku as a playable character.
I would not, because I feel like that would be so dumb. So the DLC is presumably already locked. And it was decided by Nintendo, and now the Masahiro Sakurai, who's still making these games, God bless you, sir, is trying to make those characters work. So Joker, as far as Persona 5, because Persona 5 was a phenom when that game came out, presumably. It doesn't hit with me, it doesn't hit with your boys. But good for you if you enjoy it. Yeah, so they decided, they were like, we need a Persona character. Let's get this guy in here.
Okay,
cool. Yep, exactly. Yeah. But, like, you're not... Goku, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so.
Fucking, you got Ultimate Alliance now.
Stop
Fucking
that.
put Wolverine in there?
No,
Dude.
stop that shit.
That'd be incredible.
You're going crazy. Dude, I just want to see, like, Professor Layton.
Fucking Wolverine. Wolverine gutting fucking Yoshi. Oh, man, that'd be
you're
amazing.
gonna see that.
That'd be amazing. Come on, Wolverine versus Snake. Tell me you wouldn't love to do that.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, exactly. Wolverine versus Ryu. Come on. Yeah. You know I'm right.
I mean,
happen.
Do you have any other DLC? I just want to see Professor Layton. I feel like could have gotten in the last versions of games.
Should be an assist trophy.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. I would like to see him in any sort of relation to the
Like
game.
fucking wasn't Phoenix Wright playable? No.
Phoenix Wright, I'm surprised
I'm thinking
he's
Marvel's
not in it.
Capcom, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like Phoenix Wright,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not in it.
Maybe. He's
could
one
be.
of the DLCs.
Could be.
Which I don't really know, because he was fantastic to play in fucking Marvel vs. Capcom.
Tom's being sarcastic.
Best character. Super strong. He took out Galactus in one hit. It was fucking insane. The only reason he took Galactus out in one hit is because Wolverine and Iron Man did all the fucking work. And then I switched to him so I could get his ending.
Get the ending? Nice. I also want to see Gino from Super Smash Bros.
Jean Grey?
No. Gino.
Jean Grey.
No.
Oh.
Stop. Gino from Super Mario RPG. I'd like to see him. I think I tweeted something about my who I wanted to see in the game.
I like to see Roy.
Roy?
Yeah. One of Bowser's kids.
He's in there.
The one with the sunglasses?
He's in there. He's an alternate character. He's
yeah.
a swap for Bowser Jr.
Okay. Bowsette. Let's get some Bowsette action up in there.
Stop that.
Come on. Let's get some Bowsette. Some sexy Bowser going.
I think I'm cutting it there.
Sexy Bowser.
Alright, I gotta reel this boy in right now. He's out of control.
You asked me about DLC. Come on.
That's true. But Nation, yeah, we talked your ear off for Super Smash Brothers, Blitzkrieg, what you've been up to. Thank you for sitting with us. Thank you for hanging in there.
Yeah.
Thank you for downloading. If you did listen, why'd you do that? But thank you. You didn't have to. We
Yeah.
actually tell you not to. We recommend you not to listen.
Actually, you should continue to listen, I say.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we're fucking funny and adorable.
Funny and adorable. I like that. I like that combination. It's a
Right?
good combination.
F&A.
Tom's a fucking branding machine, man. He's a fucking wizard. Holy shit. So next episode, Rude Nation, it is holiday movie season. And yeah, Tom has reason to be really worried about this. So we have specifically Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Aquaman, Bumblebee. We're going to try to talk about all three of those movies. It's going to be a fucking epic episode if we do. But definitely Spider-Man. Tell us 100% Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's going to be awesome.
We've been kind of lax on the Spider-Man talk, but...
Have we?
So we're going to talk about definitely that, but, more movies. It's going to be Rude Boys Go to the Movies, Nation.
Yeah.
We know you love hearing our spoiler talk.
Maybe
We're downloading our spoiler talk and not listening to our
Maybe I'll
spoiler
try to
talk.
get this fuck to watch fucking Step Brothers.
Eventually. Do we want to fucking cram a fourth movie into this fucking episode?
Yeah, I fucking do.
Yeah, no, you're not. So...
Fucking cram it.
Nation, we want to reach out to you, all right? If you're going to see any of these movies, let us know. You're going to get our reviews, obviously. Any spoiler talk, any sort of topics you want to see. As of recording, Spider-Verse comes out on the 14th. Mm-hmm. That's actually not of recording. That's just as of life. So that's as of recording next week when this posts this week. Then the following weekend, Bumblebee and Aquaman come out. Tommy is clenching his butt real bad for that. And if you want to hit us up on the social media, Nation, you know how to reach us. And if you don't, we're gonna tell you how to do that. That has nothing to do with our social media, but our social media on Twitter, twitter.com/rudeboys469, facebook.com, if you want to reach us on Facebook, facebook.com/rudeboys469, our YouTube, which will feature our reactions for the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer that might come out at some point
this weekend.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
bit.ly/rudeboysrudetube, all lowercase. If you want to hit up me on Twitter personally, that is twitter.com/TEH_SHERMS.
Tommy_Cash with a K.
That is his Twitter handle. And that's it. That's the episode. That's the lengthy episode.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, baby. Enjoy ya. What?
Enjoy your smashing.
Enjoy your smashing.
This has been a Wall Street Bangers production.